On October 8th, I documented the arraignment and listened to the judge in Haines, Alaska, make these statements. The court is going to order you not to participate in the care or control of any animals within Alaska. The state should have retrieved the rest of the animals while I was still in Alaska, last June. Now, after repeated emails over months, they still haven't come back to retrieve these animals. I'm the only one that could float that boat that long. The state of Alaska has now proven, beyond question, how guilty and corrupt they truly were and are. It's now May 27th, 2026, almost a year later, and they still haven't come back to retrieve those animals. There is no way that everything could stay frozen in time. Oh yes, but do you remember what that State Trooper Colin Nemec said in a phone conversation to Michelle Oakley, Dr. Michelle Oakley, the Yukon vet lady? Remember that?
So there's different aspects of this case because there's a couple things I have to prove. I currently have 2 vets that work for ADF&G, but I also wanted to talk to you.
I've never had a case like this, to be honest.
It's more for me telling the story about the whole facility. When it comes down to it, with me, I am the last tool in the toolbox.
Yeah.
Per se.
Right.
So,
right.
It's unfortunate that's gotten this far, but I'm the last tool in the toolbox, and I'm being called upon now. So.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. The truth of that matter is that the fishing game has done an amazing job over this last year. They have a placement for every single one of his animals today.
Yeah.
So if all these animals were to go, they have.
I know that.
Okay.
There's different ways, and I'm sort of, I don't know what you would call that, like, a little of conflict of interest in this. Like, one is that I'm the vet for the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center. I'm their head vet now. Have been for, I don't know, a couple of years or something. But
that's why Dr. Michelle Oakley never returned my emails when I needed her help. She's with them.
We stand to get some of those animals.
Okay.
Connecting the dots. Remember this? So now, Duck Moses is the star attraction at the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center, and with the backing of the cruise ships. And they've changed his name to Eland. The Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center is currently featuring Eland the moose on its calendar. Eland, of course, now. He is now enjoying expert care and enrichment in a safe environment. This is what happens when a lie takes root and grows. And then there was this. Remember this? These emails? I wind the clock back when I asked Douglas Vincent Lang why I'm not receiving my state permit. Once we receive your completed application, we will review it and get back to you. But the reinstatement of my USDA license made no difference. So I filled out this new application on the 7th of March. Mr. Kroschel, we are in the process of reviewing your recent application for a new license. Notice the date in which he wrote that. March 7th. Notice he wrote it on March 7th. March 7th. March 7th. March 6th. March 6th. March 6th. No state live exhibition educational permit will be issued. This constitutes a final decision by this guy. But there was one woman by the name of Shalene Hutter that works for the Alaska Department of Fish and Game that actually stepped in to help me. And we began a reapplication. And I had all this additional detailed information that eventually ended up to be over 100 pages given to the Alaska Department of Fish and Game. But all that work in a reapplication really meant nothing. On the 9th of May, Shalene Hunter writes, "All they do is make fun of you. All they do is make fun of you." Direct communication with them about how much they are being hypocritical, bleedy bleep, isn't going to do bleedy blink. And then on June 12th, this guy, Douglas Vincent Lang, writes this: "We are still under review and discussing with the Department of Agriculture regarding their recent inspection. We want to make sure we are coordinated and Mr. Kroschel is fully permitted to operate." How can the Commissioner of Alaska Department of you-know-what, Douglas Vincent Lang, lie like that? How could he lie like that? And pretend before the raid that they were still thinking about giving me a permit? He's a liar. And it's not only him. There's a whole bunch of these people in that agency that are lying. Can't you see that? On the 22nd of June, a mere 4 days before the raid, my attorney wrote to Douglas Vincent Lang and Ryan Scott again. "Your department's delay and failure to issue the educational permit are having a detrimental impact on tourism in Haines." And what did the commissioner say? "I understand the impact tourism. We will have a decision soon. Have a good weekend." Remind me again why they conducted that raid. They were trying to do, what were they trying to do? May 27th, 2026. May 27th, 2026.